Hello, I'm your SI for Psych 12 and today we'll actually be going over week 4 of lecture. Since we only went over one new topic in lecture this week due to the midterm, this video will be relatively shorter than usual. In this video we'll go over simple experiments. Firstly, we'll look into what an experiment is. An experiment is a procedure in which at least one variable will be manipulated and at least one variable will be measured. In association studies, there will be 2 plus measured variables. Some experiments take place in a lab, but some don't. And just because the procedure occurs in a lab does not mean it's an experiment. For it to be an experiment, something has to be manipulated or changed in some form of manner. These are the key vocabulary that are associated with experiments. You'll probably be used to seeing them since we've learned most of them previously in different psych classes. But it's important to commit their meaning to memory, especially for this class. Firstly, we have an independent variable. An independent variable is a variable that is manipulated. Conditions at the levels of the independent variable. We also have a dependent or outcome variable. A dependent variable is the variable that is measured. A control variable is the variable of variables that are held constant through the experiment in order to prevent potential effects on the dependent variable. Next, we'll be discussing the criteria for causal claims. This includes covariance, temporal precedence, and internal validity. I'll delve further into what temporal precedence and covariance are, but because we have talked about internal validity at length before, I won't delve into it as much. It is just important to know that for a causal claim, you have to rule out that there's any alternative explanations, which we previously have discussed that is, we have to guarantee that there's internal validity. First of all, what is covariance? Covariance is how much two variables go together. Experiments establish covariance, and they do this by providing comparisons groups such as a control group and a treatment group. As previously noted, a control group is the group that stays the same, and then the treatment group is the group that's getting the treatment. It's basically said in the name. What is temporal precedence? Temporal precedence is when the causal variable is manipulated and then the researcher measures outcome variable. Temporal precedence is controlled by researchers, and it basically means that the causal variable must come before the outcome variable. That is where we'll end it for this week. Thank you.